Help me welcome to the stage, Mr. Waka Flocka Flame!
I think God made me an artist for moments like this, and music for me was therapeutic. But once somebody can hear you talk and don't say nothing, it's like a therapist. The microphone became a therapist. It was nothing else. I had nothing. I was looking at 10 years in prison. I got on 5-year first offender probation. Before anything, I just want my mother to know that she got a son that cared, a son that she could be proud of, a son that actually was all her answers she cried for. To think about what God gave me. Like, God gave me life. I'm the gift. I'm a present to God. You might not hit it the first time, second time either, but you gonna hit it. And when you hit it, you gonna see a clear path. We didn't have this when I was growing up. I never seen nobody make it from 0 to 100 legally professional in my life.
I can't take no loss. My team hold no.
Over there on the side there. All right. Make some noise, PHP. All right. So welcome to San Antonio.
How y'all doing, San Antonio? This feel like grandma's sofa, man. It feel good.
Bro, I just realized you're wearing green too, man.
Yeah, it was I did it by mistake. I grabbed the wrong bag, but it looked good though. I was like, dang, like.
That's it, man. Matching the event theme and everything, man. Green is gold. Green is growth.
Yes.
Green is new beginnings. So talk to us about, you grew up in, we were talking earlier, you grew up until junior high up in New York in South Jamaica. Talk to us about you bringing that. If I was in school with you, if I was in classroom with you, what type of time would I be having with you as a fellow student?
I was a class clown.
Me and you both.
You know, my grandmother, she came to my school in like second grade and whooped me in front of the school. Like, I'm from the old school where grandmas had the spandex with the hoop around the foot, and a windbreaker jacket and the big glasses. Like, yeah, it was real. Me growing up in school, I always took up for friends. I always was the kind of person, I got bullied. I got bullied by a girl. Yeah, in middle school.
You allowed yourself to get bullied?
Oh, no. One thing about women, man, they tough when you young.
Right.
They way tougher. But I wasn't scared
Was she taller than you?
Oh, for sure. She punched my brother friend in the chest. He said, she's like, I want to date you. He was like, I'm going to sleep on it. She punched him in the chest like, tell me when you wake up. Oh. I was scared. And my brother, we got the same mother, same daddy. He looked exactly like my father. I look exactly like my mother. So I'm like my big brother, little light-skinned brother. So she seen me, but I just ran. I ain't ride the school bus. I walk home, scared of her, man. I'm telling you.
That's it.
She was big. I'm talking about I was Day from Friday, and she was a girl chasing around the car. I swear to God. I'm my joke. I promise.
So a lot of guys and gals know you because of your breakout song, your hip hop artisan. The reality is, though, you never really wanted to be a rapper. Talk to us about that.
Sure. I didn't want to be a lot of things I became, but God did it, right? I think God made me an artist for moments like this. I'm not nervous. I know how to talk to people now. I was terrible at talking because I felt like I didn't exist. So you come here and you told that you 3/4 of a man, or you and you just feel like you don't exist. You feel like you gotta survive. I realized one day I woke up and I was talking about, man, I'm comfortable. I'm gonna say nigga, I'm sorry. This nigga. Hey, that's when you know the truth come out. Shit. You're trying to sound logical, like this brother and all, man, fuck that, this nigga. Hey. He was ignorant, that's why. So he got money in his pocket and he mad. I'm like, what the fuck you mad at? In my head, I'm like, nigga, you got money. Like, we used to be mad because we ain't have money. You're mad with money. Nigga, you the problem. Like, so in my head, so that's like, I'm just a small detail guy, man.
Gotcha. So when you were starting to write music, how many songs did you write before you got your first hit? Was it Oh Let's Do It?
I can't rap, so I never wrote nothing. Right? I just go in there and talk.
That's it.
And music for me was therapeutic though. It was like for once somebody could hear you talk and don't say nothing. It's like a therapist. The microphone became a therapist because I'm in an environment where if I express myself, I'm weak. I'm in an environment if I ask for nurture, I'm weak. I'm in an environment if I don't poke my chest out and look straight, I'm weak. And I learned in the process of that, I was surviving. I was on stage banging my head because I was surviving. Because if I know if I go back to Clayton County, it's up. Like I might be a statistic. Well, 100% chance I'll be a statistic. So that's what it was, man. Music was just, fuck it, Waka. It was nothing else. I had nothing. Like I just beat a 10-year, I was looking at 10 years in prison. I'm on 5-year first offender probation. My mother is like the soundtrack of my life. Mm-hmm. So for once, I just wanted to turn the beat up, right? And make her proud because I said, before I die, before I go to jail, before anything, I just want my mother to know that she got a son that cared, a son that she could be proud of, a son that actually was all her answers she cried for as a little girl, as a young mother, and as just a woman in America. Right. So I just want my mother to know she ain't have to fall in love with a man and support her. She birthed him.
By the way, PHP, how many of your whys is because you want to take care of your mom? Take care of your mom? Yeah. But I'm sure you had a lot of friends also that want to take care of the mom, but they may or may not have came through.
Yeah. But you know, it's odd. My mother, bro, it's crazy, bro, because, damn, bro, my eyes getting wet. Hey, my mother, bro, she never got to live her life, right? She got 5 boys. She got 8 brothers and sisters. My grandmother ain't past 8th grade reading. So she was forced to going outside, forced to selling whatever she had to do, not her body. She was forced to being in gangs. She was forced to being with force. So as her son, watching her, hearing about what she became, she moved to Georgia because she got shot twice with a .44 Magnum. Jeez. So to hear that in your mama, it's like, damn. But I'm a kid, though. I was mad she left me. I didn't care about all this hard stuff she did, right? And then when I was seeing music, I was like, nah, I'm about to support my mother. I'm in a gang. I'm going hard for the gang. You know what I mean? Like, I got the gang lit. Like, why didn't you get my mama lit? And if the gang can't respect that, y'all not my brothers. So, and I'm willing to die for that, though. I'm not willing to snitch for that. I'm not willing to turn a cheek for that. I'm not willing to, like, make you look bad, but this is my mama. Like, my mama's the reason I'm sitting right here. Like, I love her. Like, I'm telling you, I love the fuck out of my mother. Like, I could talk about her all day.
Same thing. My mom was right there, too. Mom, wave your hand.
I'm sorry for cursing. I'm sorry for cursing.
That's it.
Moms, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, moms.
I'm 100% bona fide, organic, non-GMO mama's boy myself. So, did faith ever come into play in your lives? Because I know you're kind of like a Zen guy. You're a meditator guy.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, you're at one point you're a vegan.
Yeah, I woke up like you, and I seen I was vegan. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, they're like, yo, Waka, I feel being vegan. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, you're vegan. You don't eat meat. You don't do this. I'm like, fuck it, I'm vegan. Like, right. And then it's just, I got to this point, like, where my faith kicked in the beginning. My grandmothers gave me faith. Because these are women who barely got an education. And I never in my life see my grandmother slime people. Like, they was all for their family. So for the love and faith of that, it put it in me. Like, I couldn't man, I can't even breathe without it. Like, my grandmama showed me what faith was. Because they raised their kids and raised us off faith. They ain't have no skill. They ain't have no education. They ain't have a lot of men. That was faith.
Amen.
So they displayed faith to me. So for me, I'm just not settled in being what somebody could call me, like a vegan or this. I was a conscious eater. They was telling me, hey, Waka, you're black, diabetes, it's hereditary. I'm like, no, motherfucker, it's habits. You know what I'm saying? So you just start breaking the chains. Like, I'm like, I love the fried pork chop. I love it, but clogged arteries, high blood pressure. Like, it's like, I don't want that for myself. So if I actually love the people I say I love, damn, I should change. And God made me a rapper. So rappers, they got a gift that they don't even know about. Money ain't a problem because they can make it standing on stage like this. 30 minutes later, hey, I got 40 grand, 100,000. I watched somebody say, oh, artist got $500,000 a show. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Why this nigga don't own downtown? Like, so that what got me to have faith. Performing in shows for 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, but the promoter made 200,000. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I need faith to be him, shit. So I'm all faith, man. My religion is love. I love God, man. I love God so much. I had to think about what God gave me. Like, God gave me life. I'm the gift. I'm a present to God. Like, but God to me is Allah, Yeshua, Yahweh, Buddha, all the people that spread love with your clothes on. And then I had to think, motherfuckers start saying love, it get freaky. I just gotta say this, man. Y'all woke people freaky as fuck, man. God. Talking about this free spirit. Nah, you need to get your hormones together, shit. I just had to get that out, man. But
there's a lot of faith-based folks. By the way, make some noise if you're faith-based. Yeah? If you love God. Yeah? Okay. So oftentimes there's a negative stereotype inside our churches and the four walls of the church that you should be guilty because you're successful. You're guilty because you make your money in a secular way. You should be guilty because you make a lot of money. What would you say to that?
That ain't got shit to do with me. That's how I move, right? I feel like every question don't need an answer. If it ain't me, how can I give an answer on something that's not me? Because I can't articulate something I can't see myself going through. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? It's funny because I grew up in Queens, New York, around a community full of blacks, Russians, Asians, Indians. I moved to Clayton County. Mexicans, blacks, Cambodians, Indian. I always grew up multicultural, right? But I know where I stand. So I feel like when I'm in these multicultural friend groups, I feel like I represent my culture. So I never want to act the ass. Yep. And I can never feel guilty. I think it's a guilty pleasure than just saying guilty to actually make something out of nothing and become successful and see somebody that was you that never had a you step into their life. Like that right there, me doing insurance videos, that was an act of kindness without no return. It was like, oh, y'all gave me this platform. You want to talk science? Okay, motherfucker, I'm about to go get a scientist. Right? So what I did was I did the due diligence of going on YouTube, 70 to 100 hours of insurance books. I read a book called Bank on Yourself, Become Your Own Banker. I read an insurance book called What Would the Rockefellers Do? I read Insurance for Dummies. I just was going off it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, now let me go get in these rooms and talk to people. And then I start talking and I was like, why the fuck nobody know about this? And then I took that information. I'm like, why did you learn this, Waka? Because I want to go to record labels. So then I went to the record label. I'm like, now, what would make somebody sign a Waka and just be like, his album ain't make it. Let's shelf him. I'm like, that shit don't make sense logically. Now, if you got a policy out on me and my policy matured in 7 years, you made way more money than me for my record deal. So then when I opened Pandora's box, and then I started seeing how important insurance was everywhere. It was like fucking euphoria. Like, I literally was in my house like, oh, shit. Yeah. Like, it was one of the moments where you know you hit that mark. And what got me to want to be expressive, because, again, I just wanted to help. I got tired of being celebrated, and I don't got no words of celebration for you. Yo, Waka, how can I do this? How do I do this? I don't know, but I could perform in your living room for you. Like, I just wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Insurance is for adults. And for kids that want to help the adults, in my opinion, man, insurance was for generational wealth. The word generational wealth means insurance policy, whole life, term life, whatever you got to get you educated enough. You might not hit it the first time, second time either, but you gonna hit it. And when you hit it, you gonna see a clear path. It's a reason why you got a job. It's gonna be a reason why you hang with friends. You gonna have a reason, because now you know you have generational wealth. You have whole life. I like whole life, because term life is safer though. Oh yeah.
I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, one of the most viral videos I have on my YouTube channel is my reaction video to you on a podcast talking about you putting $2 to $3 million into a life insurance policy.
Yeah, I reposted it.
You reposted that?
Of course. Why? I was going to charge you? I reposted it because, I'm going to tell you why I repost people in your profession, because look at this. Could I do this? No. So why not give the man credit? Because I got to stage the right credit. I think the humanly act, that's all it was. And you talking your shit. Like I told him in the back, I know 12 people that actually follow him and was successful in their life. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Waka. Thank you. You're talking about being a financial historian, doing what rich people do. You're talking about how life insurance, for example, last year we interviewed Master P, and he started his career because his grandfather had a life insurance policy. And he took that money and started No Limit.
Damn.
10 grand. And so the only person who said that wouldn't get robbed in the hood was the insurance agent in the project in New Orleans. So when you're looking at the community, you're talking in the back, like I want to shine a light on an area that's dark, and to you that's financial literacy, to you it's lacking life insurance, creating generational wealth. Can you unpack that for us?
Yes. It really started because I was just getting robbed, man. Like, could you imagine a feeling of people like, oh, this guy is so gangster, he's real, and this shit, right? He's hard. But the whole time you got a man with cowboy boots stealing from you in the office. Ain't nothing you could do, bro. Like nothing. Like I'm like, how am I a gangster? Like, what makes me hard? And I don't even know how. The logic of hovering money, saving money, cycling money. I'm just good at making money. And I seen the insurance business when I got what was the book? Oh yeah, The Boy Strategy. Okay. I read this would literally popped it off. They was like, yo, you need to do the boy strategy. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Bank on yourself, Waka. I'm like, how do you do that? It's like, what policies? They was like, yo, Waka, what you got in your account? I had that's what gave me, was it $2 million? I had a little bit over $2 million. They was like, why don't you make 4 policies or two policies of $500,000 a piece or $1 million a piece, mature those accounts, then bank out of that yourself. I'm like, what? That shit sound illegal. I'm not doing that. But then they actually ran it by me, and Pandora box. I feel like if I make $2 million, why do I gotta keep spending money to make money? Why can't I just have my own family bank? So you got policies that works for family banks. You have policies that can set up to pay your taxes and your bills off. You got policies that got generational wealth. You got policies that can help you after death. You have different policies. So I start learning, and I got an addictive personality. So when I fucking find shit I like, I love it. Like when I eat sushi for the first time, oh shit, I've been eating this since 8 years old. Like I'm one of those people. So I hate trying to direct people to where I'm at unless I'm doing something every day. That's why I lean on guys like this. But for me, I just got tired of
tired of working hard and being scared if I die, how my family's gonna win. Like, they don't even, nobody in my family knew or know how good I know insurance. Because I knew trying to combat with my family would have been a battle I'd never win. I gotta do it myself. So I lost so many ways trying to figure out how actually to do it. And the only way I lost because I couldn't let people know what I was doing because it's embarrassing to my image of Waka. Oh, Waka got this stolen from him. He got this and this. So to the eye of the public, it's like, oh, this guy's an idiot. So I took those L's on the chin, but later on in life, those L's became lessons. So it started with the term life, it's the term. But then whole life, it was the whole life that I got taken advantage of because I actually did policies with somebody that wasn't licensed and insured. That's the last, but I'm from the hood though. If you can fix the toilet bowl, we gonna let you go in there and fix the toilet. We ain't gonna ask you for your credentials. So I took that mindset into rap. I took that mindset into insurance, into real estate, and that's why I fucked up at.
How do you pick I see you've got a lot of different businesses. You got restaurants, properties, real estate, insurance.
Yeah.
How would you find somebody you trust with insurance? What's your checklist of who to do business with? Based on a guy your caliber. I'm pretty sure a lot of people approach you.
I'm not successful, by the way. I succeeded. I use my career as a tool for people that was in my position that we just don't have an image. Like, I was on TV in a relationship being a father, and I watched hundreds of men come to me like, yo, Waka, I never knew that I could raise a kid. So when it comes to, like, trusting people, first and foremost, I trust myself. So anybody I bring in, I already trust you. I have ways, you know what I'm saying, and conversations and topics that it can narrow you into who you are for me. And obviously you get around some people that's greedy. You gotta have some people on your team that see money. Because if you just a given person all day, you're gonna get taken advantage of. It's like going to war. You need a sniper, you need front line, you need tanks, you need planes, you need medics. So when you got insurance, you need a guy that's vigilant, you need a comedian, you need a guy that can control the crowd. So I think trial and error, man, don't be scared to make a mistake. That literally, man, do not be scared to what they say fail. Because without falling, you'll never know you were standing up in the very beginning. So that shit tough, man. I don't got no regrets. If I was to have any regrets, I'm sorry that the people that cheated me couldn't see the potential they had in themselves that I believed in them.
Because they're short-term thinkers. They made their bread, they took advantage of you, but you're never gonna go back to them nor send them referrals.
I could never go back to them. I could never send them referrals, nor will I ever expose them. I just, honest to God's truth, bro, it's not trying to be nothing. They actually know what the fuck they doing. I wish those kind of manipulative and greedy people turn their energy somewhere else, man. Because it's some good people out here crooking. Yep. And it's like, nigga, you put all that energy into being a fucking crook? Why you ain't do it the right way? Like, but I can never give them referrals again. But I'm not gonna lie, let me stop lying. Man, I'm gonna ban your ass. I'm gonna do it in a tech way. Okay. I ain't go yell your name. But when you get that bad little juju in your career, yeah, Waka was one of them motherfuckers that did it. Okay. Straight up.
That's it. You mentioned that you never wanted to be a famous rapper. At the same time, your finances were a mess. You mentioned that taxes were also a major issue. What else goes wrong with young artists and young entrepreneurs financially?
Taxes is like, that's like saying Santa Claus real, being from the hood. Nigga, we ain't doing nothing we gotta pay taxes with. The fuck? Like, I know my attitude. I'm like, I ain't work hard to give him nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I learned, put it like this, I didn't even have a bank account till I was 23. And it's not because my mama is a bad parent. She's too busy working and surviving. I had a check for $98,000 or $93,000. I came to Bank of America. It's my dog today. Bro, I come to Bank of America, I'm like, shit, well, I gotta come off the road. Like, nigga, 93, right? Hey,
cash this. I need to cash this right now. He like, boy, you can't cash this, Waka. He like, and I'm yelling at the person. Then I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm high, all this shit. Then a guy just come out. He like, yo, come here, Waka. I like you, man. I like your song, though. Let's do it. Like, you know them old, when an older guy gets you, when he gets your ear, he got you. Like, he like, come here, man. You a good dude. He butted me up. And then he actually was like, listen, man, that ain't how you come cash a check. First of all, do you have an account? I'm like, hell no, I ain't got no account. He's like, man, why don't you just put $100 in? Let's start one. And he walked me through the process of how to deposit a check. It's people that's 30 years old that don't know how to go sign a deposit slip and put in the bank right now. That's a problem. Why
didn't you have a bank account? Basically, nobody talked to you about it, nobody exposed you to it?
Yeah, and plus, we didn't have this when I was growing up. I never seen nobody make it from 0 to 100 legally, professionally in my life. Let's start there. It was no doctors running around, no real estate agents, no insurance agents. It was no entrepreneurship where I'm from. Fuck no, it was fellowship, not entrepreneurship. It was a big difference, right? It was more places to tell your problems and cry over your problems than actually show you how to make stepping stones out of them, building blocks out of them. Yeah. So I was just one of them people that believed in the internet. And when I seen how fast I blew up as a rapper, and I just used MySpace, I used the internet. And I'm like, oh shit, something coming. So I just preserved myself. I humbled my pockets so my mind could catch up.
Interesting. So a banker helped you with checking account?
Yeah, for sure he did. He the man.
He
the man, bro. He the man.
How did a life insurance agent help you with personal finance and financial literacy?
Well, life insurance agent, back to the $2 million, it all starts when I'm a fine print guy. When I seen banks don't insure money past $250,000 and can't protect my shit, if they go to war, they could take all my money out. And right now it's war. I'm like, hey, hold up, buddy. Hold up. And insurance, it's 99 years. It's forever. It outlives us. I could lay ground rules down when I leave here and say, hey, this is how we should move. This is the Bible to our family generational wealth. I got that. I learned. I couldn't fully learn from just a black man, a white man, a Jewish man, and it was this guy. I don't want to say he was Chinese. He was from Asia. I learned from all of them because everybody see me as a cash grab. Everybody see me as the guy that can make the room come in here so I could sell my instruments to them. So I took the L for us. I had to learn them whole life and term life policies and all them other fake ass insurance names they was making that they didn't have a license to even do it. And I did it. I'm kind of trying to break into telling y'all what I did because to me, it feel like I'm bragging and it makes people feel like you can't reach this level. So I too much don't like telling people how I did it. I'm really doing it though. And it's in your lifestyle. It's who you actually in your mind picture you being. Even if your neighbor and your brother, your mother, your sister can't see you being it. But you're gonna do it for the act of them and why you doing it for them, because you know where we supposed to be and where we deserve to be, and it's a better place. So that's what got me into that. I deserve a better place. That's all it was. Life insurance was big. I'm just telling y'all, my motivation was control. I just wanted the narrative. It's like watching TV, watching slave movies. Like, I don't want to watch that narrative. I want to watch the narrative of Black Wall Street and all the cities that was built, how they built that. I want it with love. That shit just made me, it's my family, man. Yeah. I did it for my family, man. Oh, God, I did it for my family.
Can you name some movies that you watched? Have you watched The Banker?
The Banker, y'all really never watched financial movies, to be honest. The Banker was fire, though. That's my shit.
You gotta watch Banker. Madam C.J. Walker, have you watched that movie, the documentary?
Yo, King, Walker? I'm not gonna lie, I like action movies, like The Beekeeper. Okay. Like, The Beekeeper is crazy, right? Okay. Really.
You're a John Wick guy we saw back there.
You know what it is? I don't have no kids. Biologically, I never had kids. I don't have the vices that people around me had. I had free will. All my friends I came up with in music have 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 kids. I don't have none of it. You know what I'm saying? I had only 3 girlfriends. My 3rd girlfriend I married. So I just wasn't a frivolous person because I grew up inside of like a notorious family in the streets.
So I grew up like Waka Flocka already in my neighborhood. But one thing I didn't like is how people tune their face up while people like me. Like, oh, they family sell drugs. Like that. I'm like, oh, that shit sound nasty. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ashamed of who I was, but it's just, again, man, I just want to be better. I just want to be remembered as something. I don't want to be remembered as catching an attitude, punching somebody on YouTube and being aggressive. That ain't what a man do. A man think.
Yeah.
I was raised around a strong-ass woman. Mm-hmm. So I knew everything a strong-ass man's supposed to be. And I actually see me being that. I just didn't see me being this fat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well,
yeah.
I ain't know I go get 320 pounds at one time and shit like that. But I seen myself. I actually seen Waka. I'm like, yo, this is you, Waka. You could do it. Like, easy to be scared in front of people. Y'all more professional than me in insurance, to be honest. I just got to walk in rooms because I was the show monkey. Meaning, I was the monkey with the show on. I'm the excitement. But when you talking to excitement, you're not used to excitement having dialect. You're not used to them carrying conversations. You're not used to them talking to what they call white, black, Spanish, Asian, Korean, nothing. I could do that comfortably, and I'm still Waka. Because I learned something in my position is I didn't want to have the big vocabularies and things like that because I'm from Ebonics. So I talk high-class Ebonics. And that shit, it resonates with people from where I'm from better than a Harvard guy. Because when you talk that Harvard shit, like, this nigga ain't never been through what I've been through. Fuck out of here. So that's just our attitude. So I learned, if I could stay right here, this is my purpose. I'm not going to bring people to my people. I just want to be the filter, not the gatekeeper, the filter. Meaning like, yo, Waka dapped him up, I'll fuck with him. But if I wanted to take that role, I couldn't do nothing for money now. Yeah. I can't stand on stage because it was for money. I'm here because, bro, I love the energy. Mm. I want to learn. I'm still a rookie.
Yeah. You made a comment backstage that you don't do business with people because the Academy Awards, says they're worthy. You actually go to people actually voted. You go to the crowd. So you also mentioned in the backstage that a lot of insurance companies ask you to come by and they offer you a lot of money to come by, but you say no. So why say yes to us?
They don't even want to hear insurance companies. They just want me to say, hey, this guy's the truth. I'm like, nigga, I ain't doing that. Because you might steal that shit and it might chop my head off at night. I don't live in a gated community. Anybody in this room could drive up to my driveway and knock on my door. Ain't like nobody gonna mug you and shoot you. We will look like, who the fuck are you? But because I got tired of living in confinement. I'm an earthy guy. I gotta be with like trees and birds and shit in the morning. Like, I love earth. Like, I love God so much it's hard to cry unless I feel God. So talk about my mother make me cry because it's godly. So I just grew into being what I thought I never could be. And I was at peace. So this is what Waka at peace look like. This is not rich Waka. This is not like this kind of, I'm just at peace with myself.
Yeah. My man.
Squat.
1, 2, 3.
Now look at the analogy in that. I'm brick squad. I'm up here at 7-figure squad.
7-figure squad. Brick squad. 7 squad. Man, we need to create an alliance.
It's for the people, man.
Yeah.
I wanna put the hard work in because I got it easy, King. I learned insurance because I could afford to fuck up. It's people that can't even afford to almost fuck up because now they go start from ground zero. Zero, meaning there's nobody around them that knew what they was doing, nobody that could help them, nobody that even believed in them, so that's why they started it, and they gamble harder to help more people around them. Me, I could get lucky and put a record out. And next thing you know, I can make $1 million. I'm like, okay, let's get another policy. Like, that's hard. There's people starting policies at $20,000. I was just in a position to start a policy at $2 million, $200,000, $500,000. We going to Vegas. I'm hanging with people that spent $50,000 a night, 30, 40 grand on a female, 60,000 on a jet.
So you don't know how powerful those numbers are. And this is why people that's not in position of a celebrity look at celebrities crazy like this, because it's nothing for me to dedicate, let's say, 2 months worth of shows.
Yep.
Right? On downtime, I could probably say it's about $700 to $1 million. That, hey, I could just do 2 months of free shit. All I'm doing is going to a hotel, getting free flights, free hotels, free food. I could ask my rider a white t-shirt, some shoes, and rap. Right? And that'll help fucking 1 million people. Just $1 million can help 1 million people. All it starts with that one little policy. It's an addiction. Like, insurance is just an addiction. So I advise everybody to don't get Kermit the Frog eyes and think too much money. But if that's who you are and that's who you want to be, insurance business is, to me, the best. When it comes, if I had to pick, God be like, hey, Waka, how you gonna become a billionaire? Shit, make me an insurance agent.
There you go.
Over route.
There you go.
Think about this. 60%, just 3 or 4 years ago in America, don't got life insurance.
Right.
60% of America. I have black friends, obviously, ghetto-ass black friends. Educated black friends, ghetto-ass white friends, educated-ass white friends, ghetto-ass Jewish friends, educated-ass Muslim, this, that. And bro, none of them too profound in insurance either. So when I said that speech, I got friends that family is worth M's. They didn't know shit.
Wow.
But then it woke them up to realize what their family's doing, and it made their elders look at me like, yo, thank you, man. You did something I could never do. But a man like me was like, shit, what the fuck I do? Like, I'm just being genuine. Like right here, like the guy we sat in there, he's like, yo, Waka, thanks for making that video. I made $100,000 off that video, just you saying that. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, damn, that's a blessing. Like, I ain't even know I was blessing people being honest. So that's the act of being real. That's why I choose to be at peace. That's why I choose to move with love, because I could go shopping at Kroger and be cool. I still go to Dollar General, my boy. It just, the tissue cheaper, man. You know what I mean? Like, it just.
That's it. I've got a video to share with you. I want your reaction on it, because on your come up and the recreation of yourself for life after being an artist and what you're doing right now as an entrepreneur, sometimes the friends you had back then, or friends you grew up in the hood, or friends you had in the trap, friends you had in music, can be the friends you need to take to the next level. So I want your opinion of what Snoop Dogg here said about that decision. Can we take a look at this video?
But as you grow, you lose certain homies, because it's called closing the gap. This is the gap when we start. This is the gap as you grow. Notice how you grow and they don't. So how do you close the gap? You got to come back down. When you come back down, you lose. So you got to keep going up. That's why closing that gap got to be them catching up to you. And if they don't catch up, you got to leave them behind, because you getting to the point now where you got to start cutting out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't look back when you cut them out, because if they meant to be there, they're going to be there forever. Yeah, because I had to cut out family members before. Me and my cousin Daz fell out before. When me and him fell out, it was like, how do you fall out with, I taught you everything you know. I put you in the game, and you go against me? But that's what the laws of the game do. It puts you in a position to where sometimes you have to have these types of situations to see who really supposed to be there.
Pretty deep, huh? Instead of coming down, you got to come up. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I beg the difference, because that's people that want to change. I don't never want to change. I want to evolve. And respect to Snoop, because that's what my older generation looked at. Let's do the change. Let's change. Nah, that's people that fear God. I embrace God. The word change, think of the word evolve. I just evolved. Like you say, rebranding, I'm evolving. It's impossible I'm going to go hard in the paint every day, and at the age of 38 now, it's like, I was 22. Like, I just want to evolve, man. And I think when you outgrow people, if that's the word people want to use, it ain't that it ain't meant for them. They just need to experience what you experienced in life to evolve to being a bigger them. And God put you in that position to evolve bigger, if that's the word you want to use, to actually throw those pebbles down, put them nuggets on the ground, freely speak so they could see you evolve. Because some people, I realize this going to my neighborhood, they like, man, that shit fake. Bro, don't talk like that. Like, I got a video out now and people's like, man, that nigga lying. He don't get pulled over by police and put his keys on top of the hood and do this. Funny thing about it, I got a friend from the hood. He pulled me over. I only drove drunk under 5 times, I'm gonna be honest. And I was drunk as fuck recently. Police pulled me over. I'm like, nigga, can't nobody, I'm good, they love me. But I'm with an old school friend that I didn't see, and my cousin, we just having fun. The club literally was 2 blocks away. I'm like, fuck the Uber. The guy pulled me over, I give him my license. He like, fuck. I'm like, fuck, like this. He like, and it was my man from school. Yep. So he texts me laughing like, nigga, you did the same thing when I pulled you over. I rolled all the windows down, cut all the lights on, slapped my shit on top of that, and crossed my arms on the steering wheel. As a cop, shit, I get it now. My boy, you see crime, you see killing, you gotta live to domestic violence every fucking day. You more streeter than the street people, because you gotta deal with everybody in the streets. Not just one neighborhood, not just one op. They all your ops, technically. So I'm gonna show you a humanly act that I respect what you got going on, so let me not make your job hard and feel like a threat. And with that being said, the answer with the Snoop, I understand why people ain't where I'm at. Cause where I grew up at, because they didn't get to travel where I was at. They didn't get to sit in these rooms where I got to sit at. So respectfully, if I truly love them, I am going back and I am gonna show you how the fuck to do this. I'm not about to say you don't deserve to be here. Motherfucker, you deserve to be here, bro. I know where we come from. So it's just a difference.
Okay.
Shout out to Snoop too. He an extended family member in real life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Appreciate it.
But that's just the OG mindsets.
How do you feel about him stopping smoking?
Hell no, he ain't stopped smoking. If it make him happy. Well, Snoop just inspired me. It's funny that we using Snoop. He got a football movie, and I was like, oh man, it's kind of cheesy. Man, I put down my dead brothers, man. Shit almost made me cry because Snoop had a moment where he was talking to the little football player, and he was telling him like, yo, you gonna fuck the game up, little homie. And little kid was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't need nobody. I'm number one. And Snoop had a moment to himself like, oh shit. I felt that. I felt like it's so many guys that's successful that's not held accountable. Man, y'all gotta come back and talk to us. Bro, if you wanna blame the government, they ain't telling us. You wanna blame the internet, they ain't telling us. You wanna blame, nigga, you come do it. You grew up with me. You been in these schools with me. You ran these corners with me. Man, come on, bro. You should humble yourself enough to come back and give us the gospel. Don't give us no money. Give us the gospel. And that's what I want to give, the gospel.
Amen. There you go. We're discussing, what's going on in America today. The average person having a lot of different challenges, whether it's student loan debts, living paycheck to paycheck, etc. When you see what's going on in America today and what America's done for you in terms of allowing you to live your dreams and be the person that you are, what would you say to people out there right now that say, it's so tough to make it in America, it's so difficult, I don't know how we can get ahead here in America, blah, 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 for whatever reason, what would you say to that person?
I will hope you're an adult if I'm talking to you when I say this. Stop living the American dream and live in America's reality.
Okay.
Because when you're in a dream, you what? You sleep.
Okay.
You need to wake the fuck up. Get your grown ass up and realize what you could have did better, not what you did wrong. That's all. So I could have looked back and blamed everybody in my music career. But guess what? I was addicted to ecstasy from 14 to 27, 28-ish. Only because I was afraid to be in these rooms. Only because I wanted to be on point. Only because I never fought my childhood trauma. And I used drugs to do it. Because drugs got me to eliminate it. So it just got to a point to where my daughter noticed when I'm high. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm a junkie. Like I'm realizing this. Like my mother didn't know I was on X. I'm in my mother's house on X. Like, all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was on stage head banging, I'm on fucking drugs. Like, it was crazy. But it still was my determination. It still was my ability to do this. I just was scared. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was scared. I'm scared to get on stage. Would they accept me for me? Or would they see the true me? I'm scared to go into different states, flying the states, and I'm scared going overseas where it ain't about you being black no more. You American. So now you fall to what America is known for. That's fucking scary. Like, I don't know what people flying around. Every time people leave the country, they going to where the beach at. I ain't get to see that. I've literally never been to all these cute ass places on Instagram. I promise. I can't wait to go to Bali and shit like that. I ain't never been there. I don't got time to do that. So I think I had to learn that it's okay to be scared. It's terrible to have fear though. Fear is the man-made devil. But to be scared is a humanly act to let you know that you could be incredible at what you do. It's new to you. I'm scared, right? So shit, your first day at school, what you was? Scared. When you left the house with your mother, what you do? You cried for it. You was scared until you found a safe park to play in, a cool friend to relate to, a video game. So you gotta embrace this shit. And for me, to make it in America, man, get out the dream and jump into the reality.
What's some of the things that everybody needs to really do and snapping out of it and stepping out of that dream? What's some of the practical things that can...
Get a white piece of paper, fold it in half, and put P and L, profit and loss.
Okay.
What are you doing every day that's making you lose where you driving to in life? Make you lose your health, make you lose sight on what you're doing, and what are you doing to profit? You start seeing, I start seeing that I wake up and I just don't eat, don't brush my teeth immediately, don't clean my face immediately. I didn't tell my organs thank you. I didn't see what the fuck I had going on yesterday. I didn't take no notes down, so now I'm starting the day bliss with phone calls. Now, the profit of what I realize is, hey, I could wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and nobody's mad. Hey, I got somebody that can run to the store. That's not really a profit. I push that to a loss. I start learning hey, I don't got to do shows. I don't got to worry about money because my bills is only $5,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year. Hey, I got $600,000 in my account. I'm finna pay my shit off. So when I started learning profit and loss, I started learning that I was just greedy. I was eating 2 plates. I go get catfish or shrimp and grits with catfish and fried lobster. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know that it's not about how much you spent, it's about how much these numbers accumulated over time. Yeah. And you start seeing oh my God, I was smoking weed, spending $400-$500 plus an ounce. Yeah. I'm smoking 2 of those a day, 3-4 of those a day, and not knowing because I'm smoking with a crowd of people. I'm just giving examples. It's I'm Waka, what the fuck are you doing? So, and that's where it was. I went old school with it. Again, I'm from the Ebonics. So it's them old school tactics that I grabbed on as a kid, and I raised my tactics to being an adult. Because that's what I feel safe at. So trying to learn new methods, you'll fall short of why you're doing it. And man, it's that profit and loss, man. I'm telling y'all, that P&L chart, a motherfucker.
As a rapper, I don't see you blinged out. I don't see big chains. I don't see a grill. I see a watch.
I got that.
But you got all this stuff.
Yeah, but when you wake up and you got an iced out watch in your house taking a piss, check yourself.
That was my problem. I was in my bathroom, looked down that's a Rolex? Bro, you tripping, bro. You need to get out being Waka Flocka Flame.
My name is Waka. That's why I need to learn how to be. I robbed myself from my own young adulthood. I don't know how it feels to be in my 20s and not be famous. I robbed myself from that. I robbed myself from the experience of earning the right to travel. That's why I never got on a private jet. I stayed on airplanes. I wanted to master the art of booking my flights, flying in first class, interacting with people, letting them know I'm human because they're preparing me for what life is. In the airport, it's like fucking being in a world. It's like being in America flying because everybody from America is in the airport that's trying to do something. So if they be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, that's an artist. The next thing you know, you're talking to a fucking banker, and you got to have something in conversation in common. So I have 17 years of doing that. I don't never think I would accomplish that on no PJ. But flying Delta or AirTran back in the day, that shit was AirTran.
AirTran was the price. They had them good prices, boy, I tell you. Delta is expensive as a motherfucker. But the airport was powerful for me to this day, because now when people can hear anything about me, they'll be like, hell no, that ain't Waka. I just seen him. He cool as fuck. Like, I walked up on him or this. I got tired of, like, as an artist, you have no control over the magic word I said, narrative. If you don't have the narrative, it's chaotic. So I want to control the narrative of my image, and I'm everywhere with it, y'all, because as an artist, you gotta be every fucking where. It's no direction. You have no control. And that's all it was. And right now, that's why I told you at 40 when I was on the phone, I think that's when I want to make money. I think, honest to God truth, this is my first time in my whole life saying, all right, I want to make money. I never in my life said it. I just literally wake up. He asked me, we just got questions. I don't want to know what I'm talking about. This is my first time doing it. Fuck it, let's however it go, we gonna go. I'm not a bad person. I don't have drug addiction today. I'm not a womanizer. 3 things I would never talk to y'all about is politics, religion, and relationships. I'm not doing it because that's your personal life. I can't do that. But I just wanted to find my place and my purpose, and I found it. And I think now I'm manifesting that. When I get my 40s, then people gonna hear how I did my stories, and I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna be raw and real. I'm gonna show you how fucking dumb I was. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm appreciating the fact that I could sit here, talk on your stage, and even give kind words. Or people that say, bro, I grew up to your music, and I would never expect you to be this. Bro, that's why I did that. Because I didn't expect that I could even be here either. I know the feeling of dying in real life. I died getting shot, and I woke up with 17 tools in my body. Fuck how you feel. I already failed already at trying to be a gangster. So I'm going to succeed at being a grown-ass man, a father, somebody that people can look up to.
I love it, man.
Thanks.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. I need to ask you one last question because I believe that there's a lot of attack on American families today, a lot of attack on men. You being in the rap game, of course, you being in the videos, in a club, women, the whole bit. But you just mentioned right now you've had 3 girlfriends. How does Waka live his life, not being a player, and not going about and being about that life?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm shy. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I never felt sexy or none of that shit as a rapper. I got a girlfriend now, and people ask me like, damn, why you get a girl? Why you get somebody? Because I fell in love with somebody that could stimulate my mind, not somebody that could have sex with me. I'm past that shit. The world is sexual as fuck. Everything a woman put on is tight. It's this. Little kids got spandex on. So it get weird. So for me, how I found love, I just had to connect with something that I could love with my clothes on. That's it. I just wanted a woman that I could talk to. Like, don't judge me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, my girl now, like, that's my dog. Like, I don't gotta have sex with her. It ain't even about sex. It's just, she's just fire. Like, she could use words that I never heard a woman use to me. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm this. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this shit game, bro. Hold on, man. But then I'm grown now, right? My last relationship, I would never tell nobody my experience that if I felt like was bad, and I know other people feel like it was bad, even if it was about my ex, because I was young. I didn't know how to handle fucking what I call J-Lo's and Janet Jacksons every night screaming, Waka, I'm finna give in, I'm drunk. Right? I didn't know, I didn't have that just being real, like that ain't no excuse. I fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's something that I don't regret, but as a man, fuck it, I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna do better. I don't care if anybody can say, hey, this guy he's gonna be cheating and this. I didn't cheat. They sat on my lap. That's how I felt. I ain't rushed no girl. But that's me making excuses for myself so I don't bash myself.
And plus, when you making these moves, if I say I didn't fall short to arrogance or feel like I'm the shit, I'm a fucking liar. I just felt like I could get away with it. I'm like, shit, I'm not from here. Shit, she cool as fuck too. And that's how it was. And I actually, most of these girls, it wasn't womenizing. Like any girl could ever say they met me, bro. I always talk. I always fell in love with a characteristic that who you are. And when you're young, you already know you're not looking for no goddamn intellectual conversation. You looking to be lit and get litter. Like, that's just how it is. Literally, that's what it is. But today, as a grown-ass man, I'm not judging nobody, but I can't date no little-ass girl in her 20s. They just, and I'm only 38. I just look at them like, hell no. What the fuck? She her phone like, I'm like, well, hell no. Like, I'm not, hell no. Hell no. I just got an old ass spirit, man. So I just need a grown ass woman with a career. Like, I want somebody that just know who you want, and I got her, man. So fuck it, I'm gonna just live with this. I'm gonna stay in that essence of love. I'm fucked up every way a man can fuck up, including making an excuse for why you did it, right? So it's not about what my woman go wrong at, because obviously she never really grasped a real man if her daddy wasn't there or outside of her father. So let me reassure you and show you, we're not words, we're not materials, with experience. I learned, a woman got to experience what a man is to actually grasp what a man is. You actually got to be patient enough with a woman to set aside what you actually want in a relationship. Because you got to act, if your woman ain't where she's supposed to be, put your pride to the side and get her there, right? Don't do it with giving her money, giving her a job. I'm talking about, I learned one thing, man. You ain't finna lie to no woman. They the most emotional people on planet Earth. They know when you lying. Like, women showed me this. Like, I'm like, holy shit. Oh, hell no. Today, that be a player shit over with. Man, your girl could be talking to a rich man in Bosnia. He'll DM her and be like, you're so beautiful. I want to fly you out. What you gonna do when that word fly you out hit? Man, this man gonna take your girl to Bali, like I just said, Indonesia and Dubai. Man, that Dubai ticket so goddamn expensive. Man, you gonna run out of everything before she even land. So, 2024, man, playing rich, being broke, it's dangerous. But expressing actual love that she can experience. What my girl word she used? Oh, this is the word. She said, yo, I never in my life been in a relationship. Why? I don't even feel judged. Like the shit my girl told me, I'm like, what the fuck? The average me would have left. But the fact that this woman opened up so wide and just was so vulnerable that as a man, I had to pat myself in the back like, God damn, I did it. I found out how to make a woman that comfortable to be herself, to evolve.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it was. Because I knew that's what my mother needed. My mother just needed a man that wasn't trying to stimulate her or impress her. My mother just needed somebody that really was there to fight her battles and hear her out. I seen that shit. Because being with a woman that has everything but somebody that's supporting you, you notice that support is the only thing a woman really needs, and motivation. That's it. Just like that's all the man needs, support and motivation. And then I learned another thing in relationships. It wasn't about having a bad bitch, because, excuse me for saying this, but first of all, you bad for me. Second of all, you a bitch. What's a bitch? A female dog. What do you do with a dog? You bathe it, you wash it, you feed it, you take it on walks, strolls. Look at Instagram. You don't give her food, you don't give her water, you don't give her clothes, you don't feed her, which they do. Bite you, piss in the house, go to the best owner. So right then and there, I had to learn that with experience, that I shouldn't be looking at you to create a bad bitch. I should be looking at you to have a grown woman that can raise my kids. That's how I should look at a woman.
That's it.
That's it. So in a relationship, I think the only act that I want in the beginning is, could I see this woman raising my kids? That's it.
And after that, then we could go to love and matrimony and fucking traveling and whatever. But I want to know that you can raise my kids. But and people that's not looking at relationships like that, have fucking fun till you get there.
Yep.
That's all I can say. But don't push your theologies of what's fun on the whole fucking world. Because the whole purpose of a relationship is to recreate and find love with it. That's it, man. Like all this extra shit is getting put on it. But again, this is me talking about relationships. I don't want people to be like me, right? But that's how I see it, man. I want little Wakas. Now I finally want some kids. Like I can have kids, but it's just a fear, man. I didn't know enough. I just learned insurance. Now my son born, guess what I could do? Put that policy in that baby name, boy.
There you go.
But guess what, though? This is what I found out, not to cut you off. If you got friends, right, y'all should be pulling policies out on each other's kids. Both of y'all. So when these policies mature, when they're 18, them kids can get a check for the rest of their life. But you could create that amongst friends. Because this is how friends grow with generational wealth. Don't just be naive and think about your family, because your family ain't your family. Your family are your relatives. Your family is the ones that you was in life and raised with. That's family. So you got two people to have general wealth with. Your relatives, that's blood ties, and your family's the one that created you to get to that pursuit of happiness. So that's why I think that's important.
Amazing. Awesome. Make some noise for that. Waka, it's from a reaction video to your comments to interviewing on stage and blessing our stage here in San Antonio, Texas. It's a dream come to reality for me, so I appreciate you, I respect you, I honor you. Make some noise for Waka Flocka. I appreciate you, man. We got something for you right quick. John, we have a gift? Cool. So we got a little something special for you.
Bow, bow, bow.
That's it. So we were asking around, and you own a French Bulldog.
Man, what? Taco.
Okay, yeah, so would you mind open up that thing? Because if you might not wear bling.
I'll rock bling.
Okay.
I just need a reason to shine, man. That's it.
There you go. My staff went there to check out some bling for your dog. Yep.
God damn, Taco.
Cheeseburger there, man.
Oh. Yeah, that's my next dog, Cheeseburger Bobby. That's going to be his name.
Yeah. That's it.
Man, thank you again for this.
Okay. Make some noise. You got it, man. One more time, be sure, make some noise, Waka Flocka.